Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we will get started. Any questions? Kareem?
Hey, what's up, Leilani? Sorry, I'm a little slow.
It's okay.
Oh, well, quickie, obviously tonight, no Tina, what's got to change for you guys? What do you guys got to do without, the league's leading scorer?
Yeah, obviously she's a huge presence for us, especially offensively. But I think that we have other players that can step up. Maisha, I think it's a good opportunity for her, especially. You guys saw how she played last year in the bubble when she was our starting 5-man and how dominant she could be. So I'm looking forward to that for her. I think that she can get back to doing that tonight, and I think she'll have a great game. And then also it's just everyone stepping up a little bit more, contributing a little bit more on offense, guards, posts, everyone included.
Does the fact that, kind of Maisha kind of became the top option last year, does that help since you guys have already had that experience, number one? And number two, how much you guys have run so much through her and starting out in the post. Does that, obviously you won't run as many post ups. So I'm just curious how much of a change on the fly that is for you guys, considering, you've been so much running things kind of through her, dumping it down to her. I assume it won't be quite the same thing, just plugging Maisha into that spot.
Yeah, well, first, I think we're 100% confident in Maisha, and like I said, the year she had last year, and we all know from coaches to players what she's capable of, and she's got good touch down low, she's strong, she can finish well, but then I guess the difference and something different that we'll do possibly today is just have Maisha attack them off the dribble, because we know some of their posts aren't as mobile as her, and a lot of the posts aren't in this whole league because just her athleticism, her ability to make plays off the dribble. So I think we'll take as most advantage of that tonight as we can, especially the way they play and they trap pick and rolls and that sort of thing. So we'll look to get it out of the trap and get it to Maisha and just trust that she's going to make a good decision.
What's the biggest thing you guys learned from that last game last week that there's a lot of things didn't go well, but what's the biggest thing that has to change?
Well, our defense. I think for the first quarter and a half, we stuck to our game plan. We really packed the paint. We know how aggressive they are off the dribble and attacking, and their wings are super quick. And we did a really good job, like I said, the first quarter and a half, and then they kind of spread us out. We basically just lost our focus, and offensively as well. We had a lot of silly turnovers. They weren't even forced. It was just us doing things that we shouldn't do out of character. So getting back to our defense, I think, is what's going to start us off tonight. Be able to get stops and then just get out and run it and make plays off the, out of transition, or if we need to slow it down and get some looks inside, or get Ariel, go into the rim. And, she's been having a great year for us as well.
Absolutely. I'm going to just ask about yourself since I got you. How are you feeling? I know this whole season's kind of been a little bit of a process for everybody, but how are you feeling about yourself these days?
Yeah, I'm good. I think with the practices we've had and coming in and we have Sid back tonight, so that'll give us an extra boost as well. But my job remains the same. Just I've got a lot of experience, so bringing that to the team, and coach spoke to me today about just using my voice a little bit more in these times when we may be struggling, to find ourselves. But then obviously offensively, come in and shoot and be aggressive with whatever time I have out on the court.
Cool. Since it looks like I've got you to myself, so I'm going to keep asking a few things that I'm kind of working on. Mike's got a little milestone coming up as far as wins, and I just wanted to ask you, you've played for him a couple times, and obviously tons of other coaches. Just from your perspective, what makes him unique of all the coaches that you've had experiences with?
I think he really pays attention to the small details of the game. he's really big on stats and breaking down percentages, both on, you know, the offensive side of things and the defensive side of things. So I think his attention to those little tiny details, breaking down, you know, all the ratios, all the different scenarios, everything like that. So he doesn't really overwhelm us with a lot of it, but I know that he does it, and he comes to us with certain things, and he especially harps on us about how important every possession is, because you know, he put it up on the board yesterday that I think from 4th place to down to 11th place or something, it's only 1.5 you know, games behind. So it's, you know, and I think the margin that we've been losing by over the course of the season, when you average, of course, some are bigger than others, but when you average it all out, the difference is only like 1.5 points or 2 points or something like that. So, you know, that's one possession that we didn't box out, one bad turnover, unforced turnover, you know, one defensive lapse. So I think he's really, really big on stressing every possession, because he knows, you know, a little possession here or there is the difference in the game. So he probably stresses that more than a lot of coaches that I've played for.
Cool. Ooh, I want to ask about the Commissioner's Cup. Do you guys, you know, it's so new. Do you guys pay really much attention to it? Has it kind of become a thing yet, or is it just because it's so much in its infancy that it probably hasn't grabbed roots yet? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I think at the start of the season, in the first few games, we didn't even, you know, I wasn't even aware of what exactly, you know, the prize pool and all that sort of stuff was, or how big it was really, because if you win the Commissioner's Cup, it's kind of crazy. You get paid a lot more than if you win the WNBA championship. So, and I know when I found it out a couple games into the season, I think because I was watching another game and they spoke about it or something. And then I told some of the girls in the locker room, and they had no idea either. So, I mean, we knew there was a prize pool, we just didn't know to what extent. So, you know, obviously we're not doing too well in it, which is disappointing, but you know, the end goal is not the Commissioner's Cup. The end goal is to win the WNBA championship. So, as long as we keep getting better, you know, I think at the moment we take a few steps forward and then we take a few steps back. So, we're just trying to get consistent, still trying to figure out exactly who we are on offense and defense, and we're still getting used to playing with each other. And I know that we've said that for a long time now, and I think now we're getting to the point where we need action. It needs to happen. We have to stop talking about it, because you know, we're nearly to the Olympic break, and if we don't start stringing some wins together, it's going to be hard to get us into the playoffs.
Makes perfect sense. I'm just going one last one and I'll let you go. I want to ask a quick one about Tina. Just kind of in general, you know, what's it, you know, she's, you know, been so established, and you've been around the league forever and you've seen everybody. But, you know, she's having a career year, leading the league in points, leading the league in usage. Is there anything that you've noticed about her that maybe you didn't previously know until you were a teammate with her this year?
Well, I mean, I always knew she could score. You know, it's been great to play with Tina. Obviously, she sat out last year. And if you look around the league, just at players that have, you know, taken time out, they don't come back the way she has. You know, it might take them a little while to get back into the flow of things, but from the start of the season, she's just been on her game and shooting a really high percentage. I think she's we're figuring out now where to put her in certain situations where we know she's going to get doubled. So, you know, she's able to make the pass out of that double team. And I guess the biggest surprise would probably be her outside shot. She's really worked on a 3-point shot. And when we play our beans game and stuff, I was like, Tina, you need to play, because you're actually probably like our highest percentage 3-point shooter. So, yeah, she's been playing great. I've enjoyed playing with her. I think being older, you know, we've both been around for a long time and have a lot of experience. And, you know, it's fun to talk about the game with her and certain situations. And she's just a good person. I admire Tina and everything that she's doing off the court. And obviously she's not here tonight because of her premiere, which is absolutely incredible and means so much. And I know that she feels bad that she's not going to be here tonight, but you know, sometimes so I told her sometimes, you know, I know that basketball is our job and what we love to do, but sometimes other things, you know, take a step forward in certain situations. And this is definitely one of those situations where she needs to be very proud and be able to celebrate all the hard work that she's put into her movie
Y'all are
documentary.
more than just hoopers, so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tribeca is a huge thing, so that's super
Yeah,
dope for her.
exactly. I know. She's like, I just feel bad. And, you know, coach told her she didn't have to be here this week for training, but, you know, that's just the type of person she is. She still was here training and left yesterday afterwards. So she wants to be with us. And I know that she might feel a little bit torn, but we're all really proud of her. And I think that she should be proud and just, you know, really sit back and just have a look at what she's done, like not only on the basketball court, but outside of basketball as well. You know, she's just a great person.
Absolutely perfect. All right, I'll quit dragging you. I appreciate you taking out the time. Oh, happy
Thank you.
belated birthday, by the way.
Oh, yeah, a year older. I'm not going to tell you my age.
I can look it up. I know where to find these things.
Yeah, true. All right. Thanks, Kareem.
You have a good one. Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you pregame.
Thank you.